everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thanks for watching my tutorial today. I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cool box. Don't really know what to call it. I guess it's a spiky castle triangle. I don't know. It's just an unusual box. I've used some of my really fun DSP that I picked up. I showed these on a video a few videos ago. Picked up from the range, 99p a pack. They're single-sided sheets, but they're really, really lovely prints. And I've used a few already. I used this one in the video previously, and this one, it was the book case, the book box in the case. And I used that one and that one, but today I've used this one here, which is this lovely, oh God, what are they called? Toucan, that's it. Is it a toucan? And a parrot, I think it is. Anyway, so yeah, really nice. I brought loads of these packs, and there was quite a lot, about 5 different patterns. And this one's Tropical Vibes, and then the other, there's 5 different ones with all different names of different prints. So 30 sheets, 3 times of each design, and there's 10 designs. So yeah, if you can get them, grab them because they're really good. So that's what I've used for this one. For the next one that I'm going to be showing you, I'm using some of my Cherry on Top, I think it was, old Stampin' Up DSP. But back to this one anyway. So it's just really straightforward. It's just with a standard A4 piece of card, and then just with the ribbon fastening, which I've done up too tight again. She says, don't do it up as tight as I have, or don't do it in a knot. There we go. And then you just twist one piece. I'm not really selling this, am I? Making it look like it's really hard to open. It's not. Anyway, there we go. So it opens up, and it is the full size. What was this? 3 by... Just under 3 by 3. So again, a nice size. And you've got the height as well, because even when that's closed, you could put something really tall that goes right up to there. So you've got something that can be really long that can go in there. So if there's like a taller candle or something, that would work. So yeah, just really straightforward. And then when you do it up, so you put the ribbon across those 2 opposites first, and then tie it in a loosish knot, and then just thread through on each side there. And then it closes back up, like so. Just push that in. There you go. It's really fun, just a bit different than the standard square boxes, and really, really easy to make. So let me just finish off with my rubbish bows, which I'm never... There we go. That'll do. There we go. Right, so let's crack on. So grab a piece of A4 card, which measures 11 1/4 by 8 1/4 by 11 5/8, 6/8. Sometimes they vary slightly, but it doesn't matter too much because we're scoring up to 11, so whatever you have left is just going to be your tab, so it doesn't matter if it's a little bit shy of what I say anyway. And then you need 4 pieces of DSP. So this is the one from the Stampin' Up Cherry on Top DSP pack. I'm sure it's Cherry on Top. I don't think I've got it. I think I put it in the other. Let me just double check. Ah, yeah, it is. Yeah, Cherry on Top. So it's this one here. Sorry, I've got other things. I haven't got much left. There's literally a few sheets left of it now. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else. Yeah, Cherry on Top. Okay. So these measure here at 2.5 by 2.5. So you just need 4 of those. And that's it. So grab a scoreboard. Like I said, very quick, easy to do. And scoring first along the 11, and so mine's just shy of 11 3/4, between 11 5/8 and 11 3/4. So scoring first along that side, you're going to score at 2 3/4 inches, 5.5 inches, 8 1/4, and 11. And then that piece there's your tab. And then rotate it onto the 8 1/4 side, and you're going to score again at 2 3/4. And 5.5. Okay, then go back onto that 11 3/4, whatever it is that you've got, and you are going to just do a little notch on 1 3/8 of an inch. So just push your score tool down, just so you're creating, you can just make it out there, a tiny little notch. Okay, it all makes sense in a minute. So do one at 1 3/8, then do another one at 4 1/8, then do one at 6 7/8, and one at 9 5/8. Okay, so get ready your scoreboard. Keep your score tool and grab a ruler, and then what you're going to do, make sure you've got a soft surface to use, so if you've got like a wooden desk or a paper pack like I've got, because you're just going to be scoring, so you need it to be on something softer so you can get a nice score line. Basically put your tool on that notch that you created first, and do that first, then put your ruler next to it and put your ruler down so that the end of the, you want to get to the point of that score line here that we've done. And we're basically going to join that notch up to the end of this score line here, corner to corner. If you put your ruler on the notch and then your score tool, you would be completely off and the box wouldn't work. So that's why I always say put that tool on it first, because it's got that ball on the end, so it's actually wider than the actual, you know, piece of metal there. So just put your ruler on after, and then you can roughly just put the edge of the ruler onto the end of that score line there. When you bring it down, it will match up perfectly point to point. It means when we fold it all, it will have a nice crisp triangle, like so. So this is all about the scoring. If you're off with your scoring, the final result will not look that good. It won't look as sharp. So you've done that one, and then again, put that on the point again, and then you just want to follow down to that other point, that corner of that square. Put quite a bit of pressure on, you want to get a really nice score line, so you can see there, that triangle. You just want to do that all the way along from that notch down again to this corner. Like so. And the last one, a little bit crooked there, start that again, that's it. Now with this end piece, this is going to connect around in a minute when we burnish it all to this side, because this is the tab. So what we're doing in a minute is we're score, I don't know what I'm telling you because I'm not doing it yet, so just ignore me. Right, burnish all of your sides. So we'll start with the bottom first. So now you want to do these triangles that you just scored. So start with this end first and just fold it down. Okay, so fold it, this is the front. You just want to fold that one in and just give it a really nice burnish. And then, so with this piece here, fold it down, and again that one there. And then what you want to do, she says, is get it on its side. So you've got it in together like that. Okay, so I'm just pinching those two pieces. Just lie it on any side, and then you can really burnish all of that. And then lie it down flat, and again. Now you can see that mine are completely flush with each side. If yours isn't, then you need to go back and make sure that those score lines are perfect, because this means that the actual clothes there will all be off. So you can just do that, and it just, that's what you want basically. Okay, so I'm just going to go along again, fold that one down and that one, so just fold them in there. Like so, and then this one. You just see what I'm doing there. Just making sure all those corners meet up, and each time you can see there it's nice and flush with the other side, so you've got even score lines. And then this end one, just do it to that corner there, like so. Okay, now fold it in half. No, don't actually do that. Fold it like so. Yeah, like that. And then what you want to do is just grab your ruler, line it back up with that line, and just about 3/4 of the way down, just kind of score over it again. And basically what that does is just gives a slight impression on this here, so you can then, she says I'm just trying to find one with the sun, I can just go over that again. Because you're keeping this piece of the tab here. So you just want that to just help, and then you can just now bend that like we did with all the rest. Just use my thumb for that one just to pinch it. Okay. Like so. So that's what you should have. All these kind of middle bits should kind of be able to fold in like so. Okay. Right, so what we will do now is just need to do a little bit of cutting. So we're going to cut up the bottom of all of these bottom squares. So your tab should be on the right hand side, triangles at the top, and then these 4 squares at the bottom. You just want to cut up to the first score line on each one. Like so. And then this end one, we're just going to cut out completely. Like that. So this is what you will now have. So now we can just dress it with the DSP, because it's always easier to do when everything's flat. So here I've got these little donuts which are going to go in each of these squares here. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick them all down. I've already popped some double-sided tape on the back of mine. Just get a nice even border, like so. Again, just use the one you previously stuck down as a little guide to keep it all in line. Okay, now you just want to put some double-sided tape on this end tab here. Now I've only got this really thick, in fact actually I have a little bit left. Hold on, I think I've got enough of this one left, so I know I'm running low. Just want to pop a piece of double-sided tape, getting it as close to that score line, in the inner score line, not to the edge here, but the inner score line, because that's going to be obviously the close of the box. So what I'm going to do is put one piece there, and then I'm going to put another piece to go right to the end of the tab. If you want to just cut your tab shorter so it's the same width as that sticky tape that you would have put down, or if you use a glue and stuff, then it doesn't matter. Like so. And then you just fold it, put it on its back and fold one side over, and then the other side will just sit perfectly. And you can just push it all down like so. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab some of my tacky glue. And just decide which one you want to be the front. So this has got that back seam there where we've just put it together with that tab. So this is going to be my front. So this one here I want to be the last one to go down, so you get a nicer finish. So all I'm going to do is just apply some tacky glue, which was just what I think of the end's just got a bit. Let me just grab my. There we go. Right, what did I just say? That was the, yeah, so that's the front. So there you go. Just roughly, you don't need to worry, you can put some pressure on it all in a minute. this last one will then nicely go over the top. And then just grab your ruler and then from the inside just pop some pressure down just to spread all that glue out. Like so. So all we need to do now is pop some holes in it with our hole punch. So this is just a Stampin' Up! Small hole punch. You need a small one if possible. You can do it bigger. I'll explain in a second, just because I've got this really big one here as well, but I just think that was a bit too much for this one. Basically, on the inside, each piece that folds in, so like that, so that's how it's all going to close. You are going to, on that score line, about 1/4 of an inch down, you're going to pop a hole punch. If you've got a bigger hole punch, I'd say just go down to maybe half an inch, because you just don't want to weaken the end of the card there. So because this is a small one, I'm just going to pop a hole, see there, about 1/4 of an inch down. But if you've got a bigger one, I'd say go down a little bit further again. But so you want to do that on every piece that folds inwards. Don't do it on the actual triangle here. So just again, just pop one like so. There we go. And then you can see them when we've got the ribbon in, it will close up like so. So I'm going to grab a piece of this yellow. I think it's going to be the best one to match. So just grab, I think that will be enough. And again, starting from the back, so that's here. So I'm going to, it doesn't really matter to be fair, but you basically go from one side to the opposite side. So you can see what I've done there. So I'm going to opposite, and then just get even sides, and then tie it in a loose knot. Pop those two sides out so it's easier to thread it through, and then do the opposite of each one again, and then just push them in, and the whole thing will come together like so. Pop it in a nice bow, tidy up the edges. One a bit short there. There we go. There we have it. A really nice, straightforward gift box. Dead easy. 3 by 3 by 3-ish, just under, aren't they? So really nice size, nice and tall as well. Perfect for candles, lots of sweets, anything really. So there you go. Like I said, nice and easy and quick. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like if you do, and subscribe to my channel to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye.